Typically appliances, we like to keep all of them. If we can pull them out by hand, then we can sell them for even 50 bucks a piece, even if they don't work.
Right.
You know? So maybe you do that with the fridge here, which you can pull a wall off over there and then just pull it out
Make
to
it
the
a lot
side.
easier to get out. Exactly.
All the masonry, keep it separated. So the block slab, these steps in the front, those steps will go back and we'll put them on. We've got a pallet at the shop that we already have a bunch of those on. That whole slab you'll have to pull up and break up, keep all of it separate. The block underpinning all the way around. There's going to be paired, you know, blocks underneath. Keep all that separated. All that can go back to the shop. C&D go to the trash dump, and then the scrap metal will go to the scrap yard beside the shop.
Okay.
At the end of the day, if you got a load of scrap on there that, you know, they're closed, just dump it in front of the scrap bin at the shop, and we'll load it out in the scrap bin at the shop.
All right. And just building out of here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's one of my jobs.
Yeah.
So is it cool to stack all the toys over here out of the way?
Well, they're trash to me, so
Yeah.
I would load them out. If you guys have a use for them, then yeah, stack them out of there and then bring them home.
Right, take that sandbox home.
Yeah.
I don't want none of it, but I just didn't want to piss her off.
Tires, huge deal. Do not fucking send them to the landfill. They will flip the
Take those to the shop?
You can take them to the shop. When we get a little stack there, then we'll bring them down by the DOT and pay a couple bucks a tire to get rid of them. But yeah, and honestly, those I'd leave here.
Okay.
Because they're not a part of the house, you know. That trailer may have old axles with wheels and tires on it. Yeah, we've got this. We've got another little bathhouse for this same customer. So as soon as they're done here, I'll move them to that bathhouse, and then we've got a Thursday morning. The guy wants us in Morganton to do a house. We're starting a demo here, and I want to go over a couple things with you guys on how we demo. So the biggest thing is our landfill here wants all materials separated, and for cost purposes, for financial reasons, you want to separate everything. So C&D, meaning anything construction, shingles, plywood, 2x4s, flooring, anything like that, is all in one pile. Our scrap metal gets put in another pile, and then all of the masonry, meaning block, brick, concrete, anything like that gets put in another pile. The C&D stuff, we can have nothing over 4 foot long. So we use the machine to break all that stuff up really small for 2 reasons. Number one, the landfill doesn't want anything over 4 foot long, because when they put it down in their trailers, it could then push holes in the sidewalls of their trailers. And number two, if everything's broken up really small, we can put more into our dump trucks to get it all out of here faster and in less trips. The scrap metal, we could haul to the landfill, but we want to haul that to the scrap yard to try to get some return on the demo. And then the masonry debris, we bring all of that to our yard where we'll crush up and repurpose for sub-base on roads for our grading department. We also don't want to pay for the scrap metal or the masonry to be brought to a waste facility when we can repurpose that stuff. So the three biggest things here is getting everything separated into the 3 piles, breaking everything really small, and then trying to be as efficient with the cost as possible, breaking everything up, separating everything really well, getting money back where we can. That's good. Try your best to keep it like on that.
That's what I was doing. I'm gonna put all that back on there and just start going that way with it on that.
You have to get yourself a hole to get started, but when he gets out here in the grass, it's so hard.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at it. I'm like, I'm gonna go start work on the inside, let that shit fall in itself.
Remember when David died, 12 pike, the Budweiser heavy for the road. To the kids in the back, drunk off their ass, screaming in an old Bronco. And I recall what she said, that she wanted me dead, there ain't no grave deep enough. Remember all the nights we had, you said it ain't so fast, keep those heavy eyes looking up.
Straw, what's all fucked up.
Pretty much fix the holes and shit, and don't mess with it, don't need to do that stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of, I mean, some of this grass I don't really need to fuck with some of these areas.
It's kind of knocked down, so when someone does come to mow. Or I would like for you to do everything you have to do here with the Mini.
Remember when Mary brought her own Jane? Lucas thought he was gonna die. The stars started falling out, a night cloud from a clear Midwestern sky. I recall what she said, screaming that the sky's red, burning to a younger man's mind.
Oh, good dog. No, buddy. No nap time today.